Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So I just wanted to circle back around, as the Satanist Jen Psaki used to say when she was in the White House, to a point that came up yesterday's video about how Meghan is using, I don't know the exact words, subliminal messaging here, trying to affect people's unconscious with the fact that she used the Archwell Foundation slogan multiple times in an interview with Drew Barrymore, yeah, and an attempt to make it sound like it was just authentic and just coming out that way, right? So just to recap, in case you didn't see it, I'm just going to tell a few second clip here. I know you hate hearing her voice, but this is an important point, and she's been doing this a long time. This isn't the first time she's done something like this, and also, hey, we got to remember she is working with the CIA and Stanford Observatory, which is connected to Tavistock and other intelligence agencies. So none of this is an accident. No matter how stupid and annoying and irritating she is, she's also getting enormous help here. So here we go.
How we show up for each other. How do you show up for them? And you just show up for each other. And just showing up, I mean, you find ways to show up for each other. And you can show up for each other, shows up for you. How we show up for each other. How do you show up for them? And you just show up for each other. And just showing up, I mean, you find ways to show up for each other.
So, I mean, like I said, she's been doing this in the past, many channels ago. I think it was Daily Empress 2 or Daily Empress 3. I can't be sure. When I first brought up the point that she was using this type of neurolinguistic programming with her speeches, I've lost a lot of videos along the way here, but if you go to my website, dailyempresstarot.com, I do still have some old videos up. And this one that I did at the beach from September 2022, it's interesting. I'd had forgotten that. Did you know Meghan was interviewed by the same man that Harry was recently interviewed by, the New York Times guy? He interviewed Meghan in 2022. The same exact man. I mean, this shows you how orchestrated this whole psyop is from beginning to end. The same exact man ends up interviewing both of them at different times. And this is the one, well, here, I'll play the clip real quick.
So this man flushed her out big time with her political ambitions. We always talk about her word salad nonsense. Well, her word salad nonsense is exactly like Trudeau and other World Economic Forum globalist people use. It's not just word salad, it's political speech. It's designed to try to make you think that she's here for you, you vote for her. So her language was very much, and I found it entirely despicable how she's trying to represent all women. She actually gets on there and says, oh, the word ambition, oh, women is such a dirty word. It's like, no, it's not. Maybe for you because you were a biatch social climber in the royal family, but it hasn't been used that way for the rest of us, just you, Meghan.
When Meghan's interviewed by New York Times, we don't get any critical thought either. The interviewer, Andrew, shows no discernment of the words he uses and the connections he makes.
You used the word ambition just now.
Oh,
and,
it's a trigger word.
Well, no, but it's a word that a lot of people have used to demonize women oftentimes.
Yes.
When the word ambition and women are put together, and you've been on the other end of that.
But she's trying to inflict it on the rest of us. And this guy.
Yeah, so, and it's interesting that same man didn't delve into Harry's reckless speech comment, which was a phrase used, as particularly in Australia, to push censorship with hate speech bill, which is totally Orwellian and communist. But yeah, so I mean, everything Meghan says is orchestrated. She's getting help behind the scenes. And she's targeting young people. Don't forget, they're not going to be thinking about the subliminal messaging going on and how manipulative and what a military psyop this is. There was also this other part of their psyop where Harry and Meghan both compared themselves or connected themselves to Nelson Mandela. And this is in 2022 from my website. I covered this about how Meghan claimed that when she married Prince Harry that people in South Africa cheered in the streets just like they did when Nelson Mandela was freed. And she claimed that she was told this by a member of Lion King, and the guy who she claimed said that he's never met Meghan, and she must be misremembering.
Anyway, so this is about Meghan claiming that people in South Africa cheered her on like they cheered Nelson Mandela. And then the only South African Lion King actor said he's never met Meghan Markle, and her claims that she was compared to after her claims that she was compared to Nelson Mandela. It says Dr. John Connie, who voiced Rafiki in the Disney's remake of The Lion King, so that Meghan must be misremembering what happened.
And we know that Prince Harry has mentioned Nelson Mandela many times in speeches, and in 2022, he gave a keynote address at the Mandela Day UN celebration, where he told everybody everywhere to adopt Nelson Mandela's spirit of hope. In today's divided world, he always brings up divided world, and he says to reclaim democracies. Well, democracy is a key word for their communist Marxism. They always call it democracy. Yeah, so that was another weird part of their psyop, both trying to align themselves with Nelson Mandela at the same time. And just going back to Meghan's resume here, that she posted, here on HWA. I'm not sure what that means. What is HWA? But where she wrote, together, her and her children, it's Archie of Sussex and Lilibet of Sussex now. They remain dedicated to building a more compassionate, equitable world. And this is, back in July 2020, when she did her Girl Up speech, you remember where she's telling these young people, you got to push it. You got to push us in the halls of power. And she describes to them what she means by compassion, like compassionate. So she encourages them to attack people online. She says, we need to use your voices both off and online, build each other up. There'll always be negative voices, and sometimes they can appear outsized and painfully loud, but you can drown them out with your own voice. It's just noise. They're just noise. So that's how Meghan sees her critics. You're just noise. And then she says, it's a moment where your voices are needed, and we can take inspiration from Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern. We can take inspiration from her. That's what she's telling young American girls. Yeah, the oppressive mass murderer, in my opinion, forcing injections and bringing in a two-tier society, vaxxed, non-vaxxed, just as bad, if not worse, than Trudeau. According to Meghan, Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern brought New Zealand together. So you see how they're twisting everything. Because this whole to boldly tackle COVID-19, you had to boldly suppress people and bring in tyranny. And then she describes her definition of compassion. She says, compassion doesn't mean we shouldn't feel anger and outrage when you see blatant injustice. But of course, I challenge you to abroad the feeling. Dalai Lama, according to Meghan, the Dalai Lama said compassion is radicalism of our time. Compassion means seeing the pain and suffering and knowing it's your duty to help relieve it. Yeah, so she's using compassion as a call to action to her New World Order brainwashed young people to push their, woke communist Marxist agenda. So that's the real definition of compassion for her. It's taking radical actions, just like Jacinda Ardern, and be just like Jacinda Ardern. That's what Meghan means when she says compassion. She said it herself right here to the girls of America in her Girl Up speech, July 2020. But of course, on top of all the psyops and the NLP, there's also the sorcery. We can't forget that, her satanic help. And it's interesting, somebody posted this clip from her show. They said, oh, a shot Netflix left in. And it should talk about salmonella and E. coli, but the chicken legs just left out there on the shelf. Of course, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking these are all the chickens that she sacrificed and drunk in the blood of that curse and hex our country and everybody. Uh, and there it is. She leaves the chicken legs just out in the open like that to be causing disease. Meghan Markle's good friend, Ellen DeGeneres, who fled the country. This I see this posted again and again on Twitter about the bloody face that she wore like P. Diddy, which I'm not going to touch upon, but it does go into the sorcery and witchcraft and Satanism that they're both involved in. And don't forget, Ellen DeGeneres gave Meghan a chicken, and that was a major news story that Ellen DeGeneres gave Meghan a chicken. Remember that? So, yeah, blood is a big part, sacrifice is a big part of where they get their powers from. So, anyways, more clips from the show with Drew Barrymore popped up, and here's the part where Drew Barrymore surprises her with a picture of her meeting Princess Diana, and you realize that Meghan Markle is the only one in Hollywood who didn't meet Princess Diana. So I'm thinking this probably killed Meghan. She was, and when she said, well, after Drew Barrymore says how wonderful Princess Diana was, then Meghan's like, I'll be sure to tell Harry that, I think she was kind of pissed. We're going to take a look at this. But first, let me play the clip.
Beautiful. Nice to meet you, Meg. Oh my God. Look at your little face. Oh, that's so sweet. That is so special. And you had it here. Oh. I was lucky enough. That's really special. It means so much to me to have met such an incredible human being that transcended everything. It was the honor of my life. Oh my gosh, well, I will tell H that for sure. And yeah, okay. Cool. Beautiful, nice to meet you. Oh my God.
You notice Meghan pulls back. She's like, oh my God, oh, that's so special. And then when, after Drew Barrymore goes in her little, oh, Diana transcended everything. Please. She was alive. She was not transcending nothing. People, were not all high and mighty about her. But now, of course, since she died, it's like she walked on water, right? But look at Meghan's body language here. She tells her, oh, it was such an honor to meet her. Oh, you never met her, Meghan? Oh, and you're supposed to be her 2.0 and you never met her? And the fact that she's pointing out how transcendent, look how Meghan pulls back. Oh, yeah, I'll tell H that as she pulls away. Looks very uncomfortable for Megalodon to be reminded that she's like the only one that never met her. And the fact that, she's talking about how wonderful Diana was, basically unlike Meghan. The only right thing Drew Barrymore could have said to Meghan would be like, and you're just like her. You remind me so much of her. That would have been, Meghan would have been like, squealing with joy. But instead, she talks about her as, somebody completely different from Megalodon. And Meghan's not happy with that. You can see it's like, damn it, you're screwing this up. I'm Princess Diana. So you see her moving away. Yeah, she is really not happy with that gift and the fact that Drew is telling everyone. Wow. And just one last thing, you notice the body language too. She's constantly, when she's talking and shaking her head no back and forth, you can tell she's lying about just about everything she's talking about on this show.
Each other. It's felt amazing.
So it's felt shaking head no, amazing. I mean, it's obvious she's lying. She can't help shaking her head when she lies, or one of her tells, besides blinking 50 miles an hour. Yeah, miss, show up. We just gotta show up. It's about showing up for each other, showing up. Too much. All right, so let's take a look at this. Meghan Markle. Megan Sussex. Now Megan Sussex trying to change her name. Unbelievable. So, anyways, how does Meghan Markle, Rachel, Meghan Markle, Sussex. How'd she feel about hearing the story of how Drew Barrymore was so in awe meeting Diana? And oh, are you the only one who hasn't met Diana? Oh, look at that. Yep. Community reversed. Yeah. So Megan is realizing she's not part of the community that's actually met the real woman. And many people did meet her. I actually had a boss who was British and he did meet her and he talked about her. He just said, oh, she was so beautiful, whatever. Uh, Back in the 90s. Gosh, but a lot of people met her. I mean, she was in a lot of functions in New York City and whatnot. And yet Megan never met her. No, she didn't. I wish I had gone. I wish I had gone to that dinner. But of course, it was a very expensive dinner. But if I had managed to squeeze my way into just to meet her once, I mean, I didn't really, wasn't that gung ho about it. But then I could say, aha, Megan, I met her and you haven't. Oh, so close I came to almost had somehow finagled my way in there if I'd really pushed it. Like, come on, you need an assistant. Let me go. But anyways, yeah, so Megan is the only one in the group that hasn't. So many people have met Diana around her and all the Hollywood stars. They all met her, of course. Everyone but Megan has met Princess Diana. So it reminds her that how really where Megan came from. She's a nobody. And suddenly she's on the scene and pretending to be Princess Diana 2.0. And yet she's never even met her while everybody else, they're like, oh yeah, I met her. Look, I got a picture for you. So how did Megan feel getting that picture? Ooh, yeah, look at this. Wow, she wanted to kill her. Archangel Michael reversed. Yeah, because Archangel Michael is the one who won the war over the devil there. Megan being satanic, she wanted to do a reverse. She wanted to attack her. Look at that blade he's carrying there. It's Megan in the kitchen with a huge knife. She wanted to stab her in the heart. Oh, yeah. She wanted to stab her in the heart for that bringing that picture out right there because you got a heart on the bottom there. Looks like a heart there. Yeah. Yeah, I see. Stabbing her. He wanted to stab her in the heart when she came out with that. Like, how dare you? Uh-huh. And this one is Archangel Uriel reversed. Yeah. She was beyond pissed. Oh, storm warning. Oh boy, you know what? She's going to be getting revenge on Drew for this. She just started a storm with her. Like, how dare you? Because this Drew Barrymore thing, Megan is going to be doing some black magic here. I'm getting two archangels reversed. This is like she's satanic, fallen angel. Megan's going to be doing some serious spell work on Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore is going to get it for that insult. Yeah, and of course lightning, symbolic for Lucifer as well. Yeah, Megan's going to be killing some more chickens after that show. She probably killed 2 or 3 at least for Drew Barrymore. Oh, Drew, you asked for it. Here Drew's thinking she's being so nice, like giving her a picture. Oh no, and she didn't say the magic words. And you remind me of Diana so much. If she had done that, that could have saved Drew. But no, she didn't do that. She just said, Diana was so wonderful. Too bad you didn't meet her. Oh boy, Drew. Oh, Drew. Now, of course, Drew is on Luciferian as well. They're going to both have their Luciferian camps there. But she brought out the storm there. Megan's going to be getting revenge on her. And you know how Megan is with her revenge. She'll wait a few months, 6, 8 months, and then she'll pop out with something to be insulting to Drew. Watch, it'll happen. Is Megan going to get revenge on her? Megan likes doing that with her sister. I remember there was some insult she did months later. She waits and then she does it. Temple path, right? Going to Megan's going to be, this is the veranda that Megan sacrifices her chickens in. So yeah, she's going to be doing, oh, look at that deceit. Oh my, yeah. There's Megan with the blood all over her. Yeah, I reverse secretively. So this is Meghan secretively going to her lair. She's gonna get covered with blood, and she's gonna be cursing Drew there for sure. Yeah. She's gonna be doing something very deceitful about Drew Barrymore's time in the future. Some kind of lie she'll pop out with. She might say Drew offended me, or something or other, trying to make it, or she's gonna lie about something. She's gonna have her Sussex squad do something to make Drew Barrymore look bad somehow. What is coming? Even though Drew was like syrupy sweet, nice to her, that's what she gets. That's what happens when you bring a viper on your show and thinking it's just going to bring you some ratings and you're being super nice. Yeah, that was a fatal flaw. That was a fatal flaw she did. Fatal. Ooh, I'm sure Prince Harry and his kids were like, oh no, Drew's dead. She was pissed after that. Pissed, I tell you. Oh my goodness. Did Drew realize that how badly she pissed off Meghan Markle with that? Or did she really think she was doing something nice? I mean, she could have been being sneaky herself. I mean, I don't know her personally. So did Drew really think she was being nice? Okay, the world. Well, she's on the world stage, and she knew this was something that Meghan's always harping about to the world. Door to personal healing and happiness. Mm-hmm. She thought she was doing it out of happiness, and she thought she was being healing and happiness there. And I get patience. She had a lot of patience for Meghan. She was, patiently trying to deal with her. So I get these reverse, which can mean, an excess of, because this was a huge, getting a lot of attention around the world. And I think that, Drew thought she was opening a new door for Meghan to appear, to heal Meghan's disastrous reputation and try to bring her some happiness. Yeah, but nope, big mistake. There's Drew with the picture there. Big mistake doing that. Big mistake, Drew. You're dealing with a narcissist psychopath who's a witch as well. Wow. That was a fatal error there on her part. Oh my. She doesn't even realize it probably. Oh, and I just heard Meghan's has a part 2. They said they've already videotape part 2, and her children are going to be in there for the next cooking show. You'll see the backs of their heads and maybe their hands in some pictures. I'm sure it's going to be all covert. Everything Meghan and Harry do is covert. So how does what else should I look at here? How's Meghan handling all the criticism? Because there's an overwhelming amount of criticism. But of course, that is Meghan's job as the distraction, honey pot that she's been hired by the CIA to do. So is Meghan happy with it? Fait accompli, job completed here. She happy? How is she feeling? Ooh, anxiety, excess of. I get reversed, so I take that as an excess. So Meghan is reading all the comments and seeing the videos and pulling her hair out, literally, whatever little real hair she has left. She is freaking out. It is worrying her. It is upsetting her. She doesn't like it. Yin yang reversed. Yeah, she's trying to balance it out with her Sussex squad. She feels like it's unbalanced. Everything. She feels like it's too much. And then I got action reversed. Oh, which I take as like secretive action, or she's withholding action for now and making her plans and plots for later. But definitely she's holding back right now, but she is freaking out. She is having a narc attack here. But of course, she loves the attention at the same time. Bad attention is good attention for a narc, right? She's getting fuel, as H.G. Tudor says. She is getting narc fuel. Oh, I didn't realize sides of this didn't look good. Apologies about that. Let me zoom in a little bit more. There we go. It's a little better. Yeah, so she's having some fuel issues here, but she's getting fuel. She's ramping up her revenge. So look out, it's coming. More is coming. Her evilness. She's gonna be doing some more witch work, trying to get things in her favor. And of course, she'll use this to play the victim later. Misogynist. Oh, you're all of you. So she's going to use this to clamp down and claim victimhood, and then say, "See, it's too much hate speech. We need censorship. Poor little children aren't going to be safe. Tell Archie and Lilibet, if they're not safe online. I have to do everything I can." So this is going to help her and Harry push their communist, Marxist, globalist censorship that's already being heavily pushed in the UK and Australia. But Harry and Meghan are pushing it here in the US. So is Meghan going to use this to push her censorship? Oh, yeah. Her and Harry, especially Harry. They're going to be using this. Reverse Harry, the evil man that he is, doing the wrong thing. They're definitely going to be using this. There, look at that. They both came out. The evil man, evil woman here, getting our tax dollars, millions of dollars of our tax dollars they've stolen to try to suppress us. And they're definitely going to use this for trying to suppress us and to oppress us online and in real life. So, and get more tax money. Oh, I need more tax money so we can push more censorship on young people. Yep. So, and this is going to be it. This is perfect. She's going to say, see, I can't even make a cooking show. I get attacked, So, yeah, so this is, again, a way for the way they instigate people, provoke them, make these stupid lies, make, ridiculous bath salts that are dangerous. I hope she gets sued for it. I hope somebody makes bath salts following her directions, and then they get all their skin gets all hives, and they sue Meghan for medical misinformation or something. Not misinformation. That's a communist word, but they sue her for misleading them and lying about the ingredients that led to pain and suffering. I wonder if that could happen. That would be it. Could that happen? Could somebody sue Meghan for being injured by following her thing? Oh, she could be. Community reverse. Yeah. That would be great because there's so many people that dislike her and she's harmful to the community. Harry and Meghan, they're setting out to be harmful to their community or their country. They're out to destroy everybody, out to bring compassion or radical change. And Meghan thinks that she is like Princess Diana here, trying to elevate her to some kind of goddess of the moon, like a Cancer. She's trying to, of course, trying to take her power, with her spell work, trying to appear like her. But in reality, Meghan is an archangel. She's an anti-angel. She's a Satanist. And is the angel of balance reversed. So Meghan and Harry are about causing imbalances and upsets. And here's another fallen angel here, Angel Raphael fallen. So a lot of anti-angels, a lot of demons, in other words. There's no demon cards in here, but I take the angels reversed as like demonic powers that Meghan is using, try to steal the power and glamour of Princess Diana, but it's not working, and it's to destroy our way of life and destroy our democracy, basically destroy our capitalist republic that they're trying to bring in their technocracy. In my opinion, they're still pushing that. So this is just going to further her communist, Marxist, globalist agenda to bring in more censorship and to take away our rights. That's what First Amendment, it's bonkers, according to Harry and Meghan. I mean, for that alone, Harry should be deported, honestly. Assaulting our Constitution, that's an attack on our Constitution for a foreign prince to be doing that. So there's Megalodon in her garden. She's going to be doing more in her garden, I think, the next show going forward. And she's going to be showing the kids and try to pretend like they're the perfect, happy family. So that's what you have to look forward to. It's going to be all fake and staged and edited and clipped to the nth degree. But we'll see how it turns out. We all know it'll be a disaster, but it's coming whether you like it or not. So there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.